our players. I think they play a brilliant season. I want to thank you, and also they get supported by the staff. I want also thank you to the staff. They did also a magnificent good job. Secondary, I want to thank you all. We felt a really strong bound during the season at Old Trafford and also away. So I want to thank you for this season, for the contribution, for the backing us, for the support, and it was great, and so thank you. But when I say these words, there's still one game to go. So, and I'm sure that these players will give.
But David's been amazing. One thing you probably want to work on, I'm sure Erik is as well, is playing out from the back. That's been the only issues maybe David's had this season, but lots to play for still. But obviously that cup final against Man City, one trophy in the bag and third place finish. Erik ten Hag will be delighted.
Yep, Erik ten Hag giving David De Gea his Golden Glove award on the pitch there. Let's hear what the United manager had to say shortly afterwards.
First of all, I want to say thank you to our players. I think they play a brilliant season. I want to thank you, and also they get supported by the staff. I want also thank you to the staff. They did also a magnificent good job. Secondary, I want to thank you all. We felt a really strong bound during the season at Old Trafford and also away. So I want to thank you for this season, for the contribution, for the backing us, for the support, and it was great, and so thank you. But when I say these words, there's still one game to go. So, and I'm sure that these players will give everything to beat Manchester City next week at Wembley. So, and we count on you as well. They will give everything. When you are in our back, I'm sure we have a really good chance to take the cup back to Old Trafford.
Powerful stuff from Erik ten Hag, the most wins in his first season by any Manchester United manager. He's got an instant connection with your former club.
Yeah, he gets it. It makes you want to get out there and play. Obviously, you got the fans pumped up, put some pressure on the players who were right there. He said, they're going to play for you. So, great job. Imagine if they can go and beat that Manchester City team and win the cup, that would be. He's done a great job, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. When you look at it, already a trophy. With the Carabao Cup, he's in the cup final as well, FA Cup, and he's qualified for the Champions League. So those three things together, on paper, it looks like a fantastic season. I still have a little seed of doubt, though. I don't watch them and think, oh, they're really closing the gap on. I know it might be a slow process, but you look at Arsenal this season, you think, wow, now that's progress. Manchester United, they're doing great. That's a fantastic season, especially if they could lift another trophy. But I do still think they're a fair bit behind Manchester City, and they've got a lot of catching up to do. Still a lot of work.
No, I agree. I think you're right. But obviously, Mikel had that young group, didn't he? And you think about the decision with Harry Maguire, with the captaincy, the whole Ronaldo situation. Marcus in the form of his life, and then he gets dropped out. I think it was Wolves away for being late. It feels like for the first time United have someone that has control of that dressing room. Even the way he stood on that pitch in front of those fans, in front of those players, he's letting everybody know I'm the boss. And I'm in charge. So I just hope the club back him in the summer.
OK, well, after
Harry, third place, a club record number of wins at home with 27. Overall, how would you sum up the season?
Yeah, I mean, the season's not finished yet, but up to now it's been a positive season from where we was last season. I must say we're making good progress, big improvement. and I think it's a step in the right direction to secure Champions League football. It's a brilliant season in the Premier League campaign, especially at Old Trafford. Amazing season at Old Trafford. Obviously, our away form is something that we've got to improve on, and if we do so, we'll progress again next season.
75 points, that's 17 more than last season. Is it back then making the next step as well?
Yeah, of course. Listen, we've made giant steps this season from where we was last season. I think that's really important that we've progressed and we've worked on the philosophy that the managers tried to bring in. And yeah, I think, of course, over the pre-season we'll work again and we'll push ourselves and we'll set high demands from one another. But we can only look at this season and what we've done. And for me, I think it's been a great season from the boys, and there's been lots of individual amazing performances. But like I said, the season isn't done. One more big game and one more push.
You mentioned individuals. I mean, I think David got the golden gloves, and of course he's probably made the biggest contribution today, making that penalty save to stop it being 2-0. He's had a great campaign, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been amazing this season. I think the things I can say about him is he's made big saves in big moments, and that's what David does. When we need him, and when he's called upon, he makes big saves. He's had an amazing season this season. It's one that I'm sure he'll be really proud of. The golden glove, thoroughly deserved. Obviously a big help from the rest of the lads as well, the defence, the midfield and the attackers. It's a joint effort, but David deserves it because he's kept us in games, in crucial moments. And yeah, like I said, he makes big saves when we need him.
Was that through ball of the season from Fred as well? Fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah, I must say it was an amazing pass. I was right behind it. Yeah, I mean the timing of the run was unbelievable from Bruno. He does that all season, and Fred found him. It was a great vision, great timing, and a wonderful finish. I think it was just an amazing goal all around.
I'm sure you would have liked to start more games in the Premier League, but the way you're finishing this season, does that give you a lot of heart?
Yeah, of course. Listen, we have a lot of competition for places, and I think that's what a big club needs. Lots of strength in depth. I think you've seen today. It was after the first 20 minutes, I think it was a real positive performance from the lads who stepped in, lads who haven't been playing as much. And I think the manager and his staff can rely upon us, and they know that if he is to make changes, we can do the job. So no, it's good to be part of the squad, and I think if we're going to be successful this season and next season and the season after, we're going to need a big squad.
Finally, and when the boss said to the crowd, we want to bring the FA Cup back, that was probably the biggest cheer of the afternoon. Is that what it's all about now?
Yeah, of course. Obviously the Premier League's finished, but we've got one more big game, and we know we're up against a good team. But for sure, we look after ourselves. We prepare well. The manager, I'm sure, will have a game plan. We stick to the game plan, and we make sure that we're ready and when we're called upon. And we've got to make sure that we perform. Like I said, it's all about ourselves. We know we're up against a good team, but we need to really look after ourselves, and the result will follow.
Well done today, Erik. Thank you very much.